This is Sports Center.
Hi, welcome to Sports Center. I'm Frank Bucket. We interrupt your presidential address to the Union for this important breaking news story. Now, a new scandal. Following scandals such as Lance Armstrong, Manti Te'o, and the steroid scandal, comes a brand new scandal involving our favorite sports star, LaQuinton James. Here to discuss it, I have a panel of John Barry and George Dingle here with me. Would you guys mind enlightening our audience on the events that took place today?
You know what, Frank? This is maybe one of the worst scandals that we've seen since the O.J. Simpson, Aaron Hernandez scandals. I mean, this guy's going to be put away in jail for a long time.
What about you, George? Could you enlighten the audience even more?
Absolutely. It's so shocking I've become a heavy drinker. Well, what happened was he misbuttoned his shirt. That's right, he misbuttoned his shirt. He missed a whole god-darn button.
I mean, if you guys want to take a look at this picture, you'll see exactly what we're talking about. I mean,
a whole god-darn button!
It's horrendous. I mean, this guy was having an all-star season, a Hall of Fame type career. I mean, how do you guys think this is going to impact his legacy, and do you think he's going to get into the Hall of Fame?
You know what, John? This isn't just an impact on him as a player, but it's going to be an impact on his team, on his fans, and on the city. I mean, there are teenagers out there, there are millions of kids that are big LaQuinton James fans, and they're going to think it's okay to go around unbuttoning their shirts, wearing them weirdly. It's not, he's setting a bad example for all the kids out there.
And absolutely. And what's that, Jimbo? Jimbo has a fan's reaction. We'll go live to Jimbo in the field.
Hey, Frank. I'm here in Santa Claus, Indiana with some fan reactions. They're really distraught over this new scandal. How are you feeling about it, sir?
I got a whole range of emotions, to be honest with you. I mean, this guy's not here out on the field, and then to see what he does off the field, like, I don't even know how I'm supposed to like him anymore. I mean, the guy... I'm sorry, but it's crazy. I don't know what to do. I don't even know where to take my life anymore. I'm sorry, I can't even...
As you can see, Frank, the fans are really distraught over this new scandal. I mean, this guy, LaQuinton James, is out of control. He's ruining lives. Back to you in the studio, Frank.
There you have it, folks. A full range of emotions.
We just want our viewers to know that here at ESPN, we are dedicated to talking about this scandal 24/7 for at least a month. And we will say the same things over and over again, and we will show you the same clip over and over again as if you hadn't seen it earlier in the day.
As a matter of fact, we will show absolutely no other relevant sports information for the next 2 to 3 months. This is pretty much going to dominate the entire life of the sports world. I hope you guys are all ready for that. Back to the news here. John and George, let's continue talking about the issue. How do you feel he's going to respond from this? You think he's ever going to be able to play again? You think the fans are ever going to be able to see him in the same light again?
Well, Frank, I think it'll be very tough for the fans to ever forgive LaQuinton James. Even if he buttoned every button correctly for the rest of his entire life, I think fans would still hold this grudge against him.
You know what, John? I don't even think he's ever going to come back. This is maybe worse than a season-ending injury. I mean, he's going to be sued. He's going to lose all his money. We might see him in the streets in a few years. I mean, I don't think he'll ever play again.
Well, if you see him in the street, folks, don't ask him to button your shirt, because he can't do it.
Alright, well, thank you two for your answers. Very insightful, very energetic. But actually, we're going live to a live report from LaQuinton James' lawyer here. We'll see what he has to say on the issue.
I'd like to introduce myself as Tyshawn Goldberg, LaQuinton's lawyer. I'd just like to start off and say LaQuinton is very sorry for his actions. He understands how important they were, and he's trying to re-earn the trust of his fans and his city. He will be doing community service out of the goodwill of his heart, and he will be going to preschools and homeless shelters to teach others how to button their shirts correctly. I think and I hope that you guys will find a way to forgive him. Thank you.
Great statement right there by the lawyer, LaQuinton James. I'm excited to see how the rest of that plays out. But I'm getting word that we have caught up with the commissioner of the league in his Florida home as he's there for the offseason.
Commissioner, what can you tell us?
Oh, hi. I heard about the incident. I'm not going to disclose too much right now. I will tell you that later this week we will be having a league meeting to discuss the severity of the fines and the suspensions. A little sneak peek. I wouldn't be surprised if this includes 40 to 50 to 60 years suspension right now. We're back. After this is the 38th straight hour covering this story. I haven't seen my family, but thank God we've gotten word that LaQuinton James has made a public apology. We'll show you that right here on SportsCenter. Thank God.
I'm sorry.
Wow, look at that. That was quite the apology right there. What were your guys' opinion on that?
I mean, I think that pretty much wraps it up, Frank. I mean, this has been a very intriguing scandal. We've been covering it for a long time. I have grown a beard, and apparently my daughter has graduated high school. But I hope I really wish the best for LaQuinton, and I know that he really studied hard in college and got his degree, so he'll be able to get another job somewhere in the maybe education industry.
Yeah, that sums it up for me. Thank you both for having me in the studio today.
Thank you, Frank.
Not a problem, and for all of us here at ESPN, I think it's safe to say the entire curling world will be extremely shocked by this news. This is SportsCenter.